Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in today. We're going to be playing with some new makeup. I got a lot of goodies here and I don't even know where to start. I'll just start from left to right on my vanity here. We have something very exciting and brand new from Ritual Defee. This is their Creature of Light. It's their full face serum illuminator. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I cannot wait to try it. I'm saying gorgeous because I've swatched it and it's beautiful. I've got 4 of their shades. I think they only came out with 4. I'll be applying one of them. We'll decide which one works best for me. I also have the new Guerlain Meteorites. I have it in the shade number 2, Cool Rosé. I have the new Say Dew Bronze. They sent 2 shades over, Swim and Sand. I believe Sand is going to be the one for me, but we'll take a look at that as well. I've got the new bronzers from Makeup by Mario. I have Fair, Light, and Light Medium. And then I have some liquid eyeshadows from Florasis. You guys know that I have like a love-hate relationship with liquid eyeshadows. I love the concept of them. I think I've only gotten maybe 2 to work for me, but those look very, very promising. So I'm really excited to try those. And I also wanted to kind of start things off with Rhode. I've got their peptide glazing fluid. Now, I've never tried anything from Rhode, and I hear such good things about all of their glazing products. I know Hailey Bieber, who's the owner, creator behind Rhode. She's kind of known for that glazed donut look, right? I'm probably mixing up influencers and celebrities and whatever. But anyway, that's what I think of when I see the word glaze. I always think of donuts. So we've got that. And I do want to start with that. What else do I have? I actually have a new lash curler we're going to try from Suku. I'm excited. I'm excited to sit down and play. I just haven't had time since I got back from my cruise to just sit down and like play with makeup. I love it so much. But before we put on that Rhode glazing fluid, I want to put on this new Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balm. This is in their latest flavor scent iced coffee, which you guys know I love. I have my cafe candle from Diptyque. I've got that burning in the background, so it smells like a coffee shop in here. And now I'm gonna put this on. My lips don't actually, surprisingly, my lips don't look like I've been walking through the desert for days, but I could always use a little bit more lip balm. I don't know if you guys have ever used this Summer Fridays Butter Balm, but the tip is actually contoured to the lip, which I really like, because a lot of these where you just squeeze it out and it comes out of the middle, it's either rounded or it's flat, and I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I'm getting it everywhere, but for some reason that little contour, I feel like I'm actually getting it on my lips. I think it's helpful. Let's start with this peptide glazing fluid. It's a dewy hydration layer. It says how to use after AM/PM cleansing, glaze face with 1 to 2 pumps. So I have washed my face today. I have also applied my regular skincare because I wanted to see what this would be like as primer. I've heard a lot of people use this as primer, as like a first step to makeup. Here's the packaging. It's so sleek. You know, it reminds me of, gosh, this brand has gone defunct, but this, I don't know, when I was a child, I used to love Frusenglage ice cream. It was like, at that point, a competitor to Haagen-Dazs, but they came in this packaging where like, it looked like a big capsule, it looked like a little pint of ice cream, but all the edges were rounded. I don't know, for some reason, and it was like white and gray. For some reason, it just reminds me of this packaging. Let me shake it up for good measure. It's a pump dispenser. I'm just gonna pump a couple. Is that 1 or 2, right? Let's do, there we go. I'm gonna start with 2 pumps. It's about that much. My gosh, my air conditioning just kicked in, I'm sorry. It just got like really loud. If you hear that buzzing, that's what it is. Sorry. Okay, let's blend this in. It's very, very light. It feels almost watery on the skin. I have, just for your reference, I have very dry skin. I am also 50, gonna be 51 in a few months. So when I say I have dry skin, I really mean it. No shade to the younger gals who say they have dry skin. I'm like, you don't know. It's okay, because you don't know. But I'm like, you don't know dry skin yet. So that is 2 pumps. Oh yeah, I feel like I have a nice, I don't know if I'd say I look like a glazed donut, but I have a nice dewiness to my skin. I do feel like I need like another pump, just one more. Just apply it down here where my skin is really dry. Oh yeah, my skin is just drinking it in. Nice. Well, it feels very, very nice on the skin. And I think it will make kind of a nice primer because there's just a little bit of a tack to it. So that is the Rhode Peptide Glazing Fluid. All right, next, let's see. I guess, you know what? We can try the Ritual Defeat Creature of Light as like a glowy base situation. So like I said, there are 4 different shades. Let me get them all out of the box. These bottles are incredible. Look how big they are. And upon first swatching, they do remind me a bit of like the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. So it has that texture to it, and I think, we'll have to see, I think it's gonna have like a similar effect. Like it's gonna look like I just put a nice pair of like nude pantyhose over my face. At least that's what I'm hoping. All right, these are the 4 shades. So I think the glare is maybe changing it up a little bit. But here are swatches of all 4. So from left to right, from lightest to darkest. First we have Moonlit Creature, Glowing Creature, Angelic Creature, and then finally we have Divine Creature. So I think the lightest and the deepest could be great for accents for me, but not something I want to put on all over my face. I think it really is between these 2. And with my experience, at least with the By Terry Brightening CC Serum, I was surprised at how nice the more peachy one looked on me. So I think I'm gonna go with this one. At first I thought I was gonna go with the Glowing Creature, the lighter one. The one that's a little bit more, I don't know, I guess light nude. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this. I think this will also be a little bit more summery. So this one is the Angelic Creature. And what I'm gonna do is put it on pretty much like that Rhode Peptide Glazing Fluid. I'm just gonna pump some out and apply it to my entire face. I'm just gonna shake it up again for good measure. I just did about like a pump and a half. Let's start there. I'm just gonna pick up a little bit with my finger here and just work that in. I just want to see how far that amount goes. There is just the faintest fragrance. I felt like I smelled something very, very light. In fact, kind of fresh, but it's already dissipated. So I'm just putting it on this side of my face. Let's see if we can see the difference. Oh yeah, I hope it's coming across through the camera. So this is where I have the Creature of Light on, and this is just the glazing. So this is like, wow, like really, I look really glazed. Oh, it's beautiful. It is beautiful. I love it. Again, I have dry skin, so anything that makes me look really glowy and highlighty, I'm here for. And you would have seen this in the swatches, but the metallic tone to this Angelic Light is gold. So there's definitely a bit more of a warm sheen to this one versus this first one, which is Moonlit Creatures. Let me turn this around so you can see the whole bottle. This one had more of like an iridescent sheen to it, and all the others had more of like a gold sheen to it, like a warmer reflect to it. So the texture of this Ritual Defeat, I say it's like right in between the By Terry Brightening CC Serum and the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. The Flawless Filter is a little bit thicker, it's creamier, and then the By Terry is a little bit thinner, it's a little bit more serum-like, and this is kind of right in the middle. This is like lotiony, if you will. Wow, I am glowing. Glowing. I think for like an everyday look, this could be a lot. Like if you're going to the office or something, this could be a lot. I think you could probably see it on my forehead. But if you're going out in the evening, maybe you're wearing like a metallic dress, I think this would be really fun. Really, really beautiful. But I think for every day, this would be great as like a spot highlighter. I think what I should do is put a little bit of base product down to maybe tone this down a little bit. And I've been playing with the Farah Homidi, what's the full name of this? This is the Essential Face Compact, and there's two products in here. One is the Shine Balm on top. And I've talked about this on my channel, so I'm sorry, I don't mean to be repetitive. And then the bottom here is basically the concealer, but the full name is the Smooth Veil Soft Matte product. So I have the shade Creme, and Farah Hamidi, I believe, is now being sold at Sephora, which is incredible. You guys know how much I love her lip liner. I talked about that for months on end. It appeared in my favorites, all of that. And she has those essential lip compacts, which are gorgeous. And this is her latest release. So I've been using the Creme. I really enjoy it. And I've been using her buffer brush with it too, which has been really, really great. It's like a slanted, like concealer style brush, but it has a little bit of a tip here, which is really nice because it fits like right underneath your eye. You know, as I'm saying this, they did also send me a deeper shade. So Creme is the one that's in here. And then they also sent, I'm going to slaughter the pronunciation of this word. It's like I've seen it, but I never have to say it. Bill. It's a French word. I think it means like cream, butter. And it's just one of those, it's just one of those sounds that like my English speaking mouth like just can't make. Anyway, this one is a little bit deeper, and I think actually I should probably use this one. But here are swatches of both Creme and Beurre. I'm gonna put the word. I'm gonna put the word on the screen here just so you know what I'm trying to say. But the Creme is a little bit lighter. So I'm just gonna tap my brush into the deeper shade. I'm gonna stop slaughtering it and just apply. Now this is a concealer. I think that's how it's categorized. So a little bit goes a long way. You guys know I love using just concealer instead of using like a full face of foundation. I really like being able to just sort of spot cover things just to make my skin tone a little bit more even. And I know Farah Hamidi is a makeup artist and she likes that too, which is why she developed this. She really likes minimal makeup, a minimal look, versatile products that can be used in many different ways, like this Shine Balm on top. Really great for highlighting, really great to apply like underneath this concealer because this one has like a velvety matte kind of finish. But if you want something dewy, you can like use the Shine Balm underneath and it makes it a lot glossier looking, which is really pretty. So here it is with the Farah Hamidi concealer, and this side I've got nothing. Oh yeah, it looks really bright and smooth. I haven't used this as much as I would like. I should have brought this on the cruise actually, but I brought the Makeup Forever palette instead. But every time I use this, I'm like reminded how much I like this. Did I say this already? A little bit goes a long way. Very highly pigmented. Okay, there it is, applied all over. That's so nice. Yeah, I really like the finish of this Farah Hamidi. It's really great. So I've got a lot of glow going on. I have concealer down. Oh, let's play with all of these liquid bronzers. I guess I'll try the Say on one side and the Makeup by Mario one on the other side. So Say sent me 2 shades of their new Dew Bronze. They sent me Sand and Swim. So here are swatches of both. Sand is the lighter one, that's the one on the left, and then Swim is on the right. I think Swim is too deep for me. And if you have their Dew Blush, it's the exact same packaging here with the Doe Foot applicator. And I love their Dew Blush. It blends out beautifully. The pigmentation is spot on. So I have really high hopes for this Dew Bronze. Let me go ahead and just apply 3 dots there. Let's start with that. And Say was kind enough to send me their base brush too. So we're gonna give this a shot. Ooh, it's so soft. I'm just sort of doing like a pouncing, quick brush tap motion. Now I'm gonna buff in. Oh, that's pretty. And like I suspected, it blended in flawlessly. Wow, Say really has the formula down for this. Let me add a little bit more to my forehead. That's enough. And just work it around the frame of my face here. I like this sand shade. It has just a hint of red, if my eyes aren't mistaken. So I'm getting like a nice sun-kissed look. Oh, it's pretty. All right. Oh, I love that. Yeah, I think, where's the other one? Swim, I think would be much too deep for me. So that's the Saie Dew Bronze. Really beautiful blend out, really easy to use. I will say that first and foremost. And this tone is great. If you have a similar skin tone to mine, I think sand is the way to go. Unless you want something more dramatic, of course. All right, now for the Makeup by Mario. What is the full name of this? This is the Soft Sculpt Bronzing and Shaping Serum. So again, they sent over fair, light, and light medium. It's these three guys. And then here are some swatches of all three. So from left to right, we have fair, light, and light medium. And I think what you can see best is that there is a distinct metallic sheen to all of these. And the metallic sheen, unlike the Ritual de Fille, these all are kind of silver toned, so cool toned. And for the Saie did not have any sort of metallic sheen. So I think I'm gonna just try fair. I think that's the safest bet. What caught my attention with these when I unbox them for you is the dispensing system. So we have a pump, which is obvious, but you can also unscrew this and then use a doe foot applicator. So I think that's amazing. There's like a hole in the doe foot applicator that allows it to double as, you know, a pump. I think that's really neat. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the doe foot applicator. I think the pump is great if you know, maybe want to apply it all over, whatever, but I really just want to stick to using it as like a contour. So again, I'm using fair, right? Yeah, fair. And actually before I do that, I'm gonna shake this up and then do the same thing. And Makeup by Mario actually sent over this brush. It is their F4 brush. It's a great angled liquid brush. So one side is just a little bit smaller than the other. I am going to use the smaller side and just pounce. The tone of this Makeup by Mario, I feel like there's a little bit more yellow under there. So if your skin tone is a little bit warmer, maybe this is a little bit more suitable versus the Saie. I think I need a little bit more. This is definitely less pigmented than the Saie, and I guess that's helpful if you do want to use it like on bigger parts of your face, like all over, like bronzing, like all over your forehead, down your nose, on your cheeks and stuff. That's probably why they made it a little bit less pigmented. But I'm kind of using it as contour. And I think it's working. I think you can see how much more striking the Saie is versus the Makeup by Mario. Yeah, this is so much more subtle. Let me try a deeper shade. Maybe that's just the difference. So I'm going to try light. I think it's just the level of pigmentation. And I think these are meant, especially with the pump, this makes me think it definitely is meant to be used maybe even all over, you know, as like the way I use the Ritual de Fille. So here is light. And I'm just laying the light right on top of the fair. No, it's the formulation. It's definitely a lot less pigmented than the Saie. Yeah, and the tone of the light is also a little bit more yellow than the Saie. The Makeup by Mario, I think the formulation also is like a little bit thinner. It's a little bit lighter than the Saie, and the Saie is much more pigmented than the Makeup Forever. They're both really pretty. I'm trying to see, like, because I just used it right here, I'm trying to see if I can even see the metallic sheen. I think I do. I think I do. It's hard to differentiate it between the Ritual de Fille also. Anyway, I like both. I really do. I think it just sort of depends on how you plan on using these products. All right, if you can believe, I don't have a new blush at the moment, but I have been meaning to try the Armani Luminous Silk Cheek Tints. So I want to say I've tried these, I don't know, maybe twice. And I don't know, I just haven't really formed an opinion. I purchased two different shades, very different. I've got this bubblegum Barbie pink, and then I've got this bright peach color. I think I'm gonna go with the bright peach color today. I'm trying to think, what else do I have going on? Yeah, let's go with the bright peach. I'm going to just dab a little bit on my cheek here, and I'm gonna use the bigger side of this Makeup by Mario brush and just pounce. Oh yeah, they leave such a beautiful like cotton candy finish to the cheeks. Nothing too glowy, in fact kind of matte, but it looks like powdery. I think I like these. I don't think I expected them to be quite as matte looking, especially with it being a part of the Luminous Silk collection. And as I just finished telling you how much I love glowy and this, and I've got dry skin, I love when products sometimes look like powdery, but like airy. Yeah, it just reminds me of cotton candy, and I love it. I love it. This shade is, I'm not sure what this shade is. The sticker on the bottom, it's just a bunch of numbers. 50? 50.5. Anyway, I'll put the name down below in the description box if you're curious. But yeah, that's really pretty. Let's forego highlight, right? I think we've done enough highlighting and glowing things. Eyebrows, I don't really have any new brow products. So I'm just gonna use the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. This is just the clear brow gel. And then I've got some of these Fluorosis shadows, and I do have some of these Eye Glow gems from Decourte. So let me get all of these out of the packaging and we'll do some swatches and take a look. All right, so Fluorosis came out with a whole line and they sent me all the colors. I just picked out a few that looked interesting to me. A whole line of long-lasting liquid eyeshadows. These set down completely. So here's swatches of the 4 shades I decided to keep from Fluorosis. So we've got, they're just numbers. We've got number 6, number 7, number 9, and number 12. And 6 you'll see is quite iridescent. 12 is very glittery, and 7 has a really beautiful metallic sheen. 9, the brown shade, that looks to be the most cream or matte finish, if you will. And we also have some of these Eye Glow gems from Decourte. These are their like putty shadows that come in these little jars. I don't know if we'll get to these today. Yeah, let's hold off on those. I'm really interested in these shadows from Fluorosis. So yeah, let's start with number 9. See, I'm just gonna brush it directly onto my lid here. Because this is a pretty deep shade, I'm just gonna start at my lash line here. I got a clump right in there. See if I can gracefully remove that. Maybe I need a brush. And let's see how quickly these set. It looks like I can still work it a little bit. I softened up that line a bit. May have overdone it. Yeah, when it comes to these shadows that set down, I definitely recommend doing one eye at a time. But I will say I'm able to blend out this Fluorosis shadow really easily and nicely. Wow, you guys, I think this is the best luck I've had with a matte liquid shadow. Basically, it doesn't look like shadow that's gonna set down completely, but it is. All right, let's let that do its thing. I'm gonna go, did I even show you guys the packaging? I showed it to you in the PR haul, so I forget, I apologize. But this is the packaging here. And this Fluorosis really always goes like above and beyond when it comes to packaging. this actually comes off. I guess if it bothers you, you can just take it off. And then we have a doe foot applicator here. And it looks like they have different colors for the tubes. I have two of the same, but they're completely different. So I don't know how they're categorized, but they do have some different colors, which does make it nice. You know, if you have a few in your drawer, it does make it a lot easier to differentiate. And I'm just using my Esom brushes here. I'll link them down below, which ones I'm using. But this one is the W21 brush, and the other one I was using is the W23. I'm so sorry. My air conditioner today sounds a lot louder. Usually it's just kind of like a low hum in the background, but I feel like it's like right here today. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know if it's me or if it is actually louder. Oh, there, it just went off. Jeez. All right. Well, my eyes look a little different from one another because I applied this in a completely different way. How does that look? Even enough? Even enough. Okay. I am gonna clean off my fingers because I want to do like a swipe test to see if this has set down completely. I think at this point it should have. Completely dry, clean ring finger here. And I think a little bit came off. Do you see that? It's like a little shadowy. A little bit. So I would say, let's go with like 99% it sets down because it's not like I'm smudging it or moving it. I think just a little bit of the pigment is coming off. But that is pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. Like I said, when it comes to like matte liquid shadows, they're tough. They can be really tough, but this is, I think those blended out really easily. All right, let's try some of these other finishes. Let's try number 7, got my eyes. Number 7. So this is the one that has like a champagne sort of finish to it. I'm gonna put this right in the inner corner there. Wow, wowza. And I'm gonna use a different, is this one clean? Yeah, a different W21 brush. And blend that out. Oh, that would make a really nice topper because that blended out to something very subtle and sheer. Oh, that's pretty. Okay. Oh, I like that. Just a little something. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay. Let's see. I kind of want to try these Descorté eye glow gems. Now, I've tried this formula before, which is why I was a little bit more anxious to try the Fluorosis because that's brand new. But they sent me these shades, which I believe are brand new. And this one I think would look really pretty on like the center of my lid. So this one is shade, oh boy, Gold Glint 04G. And here is what it looks like in the pot. Let's do a quick swatch of this. Oh, these feel so cool. They're like jellies. Yeah, so this has like a gold hint to it, slight sparkle. It's a lot more yellow than what I just put on from Fluorosis. Put that on top. And these are not long lasting. I don't think that they come right off, if you will, but they're not like completely smudge proof like the Fluorosis ones. There. Ooh, that's a nice amount of sparkle too. Nothing too disco-y. Okay. All right, well, I'm loving this eye look, and I am loving this liquid eyeshadow from Fluorosis. I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed with how it performed. Okay, I'm gonna use my brand new Suku eyelash curler. Give this a try. I've been so dedicated to my Rephr and my Surratt lash curlers that I haven't even had my eye on other ones, but Suku did send this to me, so I do want to give it a shot. Let's see, there's some extra cushions here, which I'll put away and completely forget about. And then here is the lash curler. That's what it looks like. So I would say the degree of the arch of the curler is more than Rephr, and I kind of like that the rougher one is flat. And let me hold it up next to the Surratt. Yeah, it's even more than the Surratt. Rougher and Surratt are pretty similar in terms of like how arched the curler is, and Suku is the most arched. Okay, let's try it. Oh, it's nice. No pinching or anything. I have the world's shortest lashes. Oh, that's nice. Sometimes I have to like, I don't know, do you guys do this? I kind of go back and forth with the eyelash curler, trying like make sure I have all the lashes. And I don't feel like I have to do that with this one. I just went right in and it seemed to work. It seemed to grab them all. Oh, I like that. Thank you very much, Suku. Let's put on some mascara. I don't have any new mascaras at the moment. So, what have I been playing with? I've been playing with the Lisa Eldridge, the Kitten Lash mascara. That one I really enjoy. The Victoria Beckham Vast Lash. This is the smudge-free volumizing mascara. This one I like too, but I haven't used it as much as I would like. So let's try this one again. Oh yeah, the formula on this one is thicker than Lisa Eldridge, or at least the Lisa Eldridge feels real, like kind of slick. Yeah, and this one feels a little clumpier. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, I've got my Persona 24-hour waterproof eye pencil in Stone. This is like the metallic brown one. I've used this for you guys before, but I'm just gonna go ahead and tight line with this. And then just to use a little bit in my waterline, just a little bit. All right, and for lips, the only new lip products I have are like tinted glosses, and I've got these Bobbi Brown ones, which I really enjoy actually. So let's use this. These are called the Plump Lip Serums, and the one I'm holding up is Bare Blossom. And then I've got, which one is this? This is Bare Cocoa. I really like the looks of that one. Yeah, maybe I'll use the Bare Cocoa. So I'm gonna use my Lisa Eldridge lip liner in 1N. Cannot get away from this one. Oh, and I have that Summer Fridays Butter Balm on. Feels great. I still smell the iced coffee just a little bit. Okay, let's put on this Bare Cocoa. It has like a faint, very faint fruity scent. I'm trying to see if there's any tingling. I don't think there's any tingling. If there is, it's super subtle, but I don't think so. But there's Bare Cocoa. Oh, that's pretty. There's like just enough pigment in here. You can just see it. Very, very nice. Okay, we've got one last product to play with, and this is the one that I'm most excited for, and that is the newly reformulated, newly revamped Guerlain Meteorites. So, as you guys know, I like using this powder as a finishing powder. I don't like to set my makeup with it necessarily. So in terms of finishing powder, I just like to make sure that it's gonna buff in my makeup. It's gonna kind of blend everything out, kind of, you know, what we do with eyeshadow, but like on our cheeks and stuff, and leave like a really kind of luminous finish. And the old Meteorites was great. It was absolutely perfect. It did it wonderfully. I had to use my Sonia G Buffer Pro Brush to do it. And Tara Babies here on YouTube, she's the one that introduced me to the concept of using it as a finishing powder, making sure you're really buffing it in. And I haven't looked back since. It really is gorgeous. Because I remember getting this and trying to use it as a setting powder, and I was like, it was too powdery. You know, I was just kind of like using the puff and just sort of like pressing it on. It's not enough. You really have to work it in. So we'll see if this works the same way. I'm very, very curious. So it does come with a puff, which I'm not going to use. And what I like to do is just put the cap back on, turn it over, shake ever so gently, and then you should have enough powder on the lid, and there should be some kind of sitting on top of the pearls. So they changed up the fragrance, and I have to admit I preferred the previous fragrance where it was just really like the flower of violet. Like it just smelled of that sweet powdery smell. There's a note in here that is almost, I don't know, almost like a masculine scent. Like it's, there's something deeper in here, muskier, deeper. I don't know if I'm using the right terms, but it just, yeah, it doesn't have that like really light violet floral scent anymore. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and pick up some of the powder with my Buffer Pro brush. Buffer Pro brush, that's very hard for me to say. And then what I like to do is press and then buff. Okay, let's see. Hold on. I need my mirror here to get a close look. I do see that luminousness. It's actually a bit brighter than it was before, but I don't know if I need it quite this bright. Maybe I need to buff a little bit more. Let's try that. And when I say luminous, I mean it almost looks like a very subtle highlighter. Yeah, it's a little bit more luminous than it was. Previously, you would get more of like a pearl-like finish, and this one actually has more of a, it's shinier, basically. It's shinier, to put in simple terms. All right, I don't know. I'm on the fence. I don't know what I like better, because if I do use the finishing powder step, which I don't do all the time, maybe I want it as luminous as possible. Going in on the second cheek here. Now, I don't not like this fragrance, but I really miss the other one. Another inspection here. Yeah, it's really highlighty. It's smooth though, which is really nice. Let me see if I can, hold on, let me get center here and then lean back. I hope you guys can see it. Sometimes change is hard, isn't it? Well, that is all of the new makeup I wanted to try. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. I'll link to everything I use down below in my description box. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video.